In this video, we are going to talk about how Elon Musk just presented the new Tesla Hydrogen. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. CEO Elon Musk of Tesla has a history of voicing strong opinions about hydrogen and hydrogen-fueled vehicles, including electric vehicles. When the subject of hydrogen fuel cells came up during a debate with reporters at the Automotive News World Congress a few years ago, the billionaire and electric vehicle entrepreneur referred to them as very dumb. According to Musk, it's just incredibly tough to create hydrogen and store it so that it can be used in a car. As he said afterward, the best case hydrogen fuel cell does not win against the current case batteries, so then it does not make sense. That will become evident over the next few years. I've already stated that there is no reason for us to be having this conversation. My piece on this will become abundantly clear as time progresses and I'm at a loss for what to say further. Musk's opinions appear to have not evolved much, if at all, in the period that has passed since those remarks. His tweets from June 2020 to July 2020 included the phrases "fuel cells equals fool cells" and "hydrogen idiot cells make no sense." On Monday, when approached by CNBC via Tesla about whether or not his views on hydrogen had changed, Musk did not immediately respond to a request for comment. First and foremost, what exactly is the technology that Musk appears to be so suspicious of? The Environmental Protection Agency of the United States describes hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, also known as fuel cell electric vehicles, as similar to electric vehicles in that they employ an electric motor to power the wheels rather than an internal combustion engine. The most significant distinction is that electric vehicles contain batteries that must be recharged by plugging the vehicle into a charging station or other charging devices. Vehicles powered by hydrogen gas, on the other hand, produce their electricity on board, according to the Environmental Protection Agency. Simply said, fuel cells work by combining hydrogen gas from a tank with oxygen to generate energy. According to the Alternative Fuels Data Center of the United States Department of Energy, a fuel cell electric car emits just water vapor and warm air. Musk is not alone in his skepticism regarding the use of hydrogen in automobiles. Many other prominent figures have expressed similar reservations. In February 2021, Herbert Diess, the CEO of the German automobile behemoth Volkswagen Group, expressed his thoughts on the subject of climate change. "It's past time for politicians to acknowledge science," he wrote on Twitter. "Green hydrogen is required in the steel, chemical, and aeronautical industries and should not be transported in automobiles. A colossal waste of money that is inefficient, sluggish to roll out, and difficult to transport. After all, there are no #hydrogen vehicles in sight." According to Credit Suisse, there is too much hoopla around hydrogen. Musk and Diess are two well-known business leaders who are at the helm of enormous corporations with significant influence and reach. What they have to say is taken seriously. Companies such as Toyota and Hyundai have already manufactured hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and smaller manufacturers such as Riversimple are now developing hydrogen-powered automobiles. In June, the BMW Group announced that it has begun testing vehicles with hydrogen fuel cell drivetrains. According to the business, hydrogen fuel cell technology has a long-term potential to supplement internal combustion engines, plug-in hybrid systems, and battery electric vehicles. Although these products will not account for the majority of new car sales at this time, Riversimple will not sell its cars, opting instead to provide them a subscription service. The fact that such a diverse group of companies is working on fuel cell offerings at all indicates that some see potential in the technology. In an interview with CNBC, a Toyota official stated that fuel cell automobiles would undoubtedly play a role in decarbonizing transportation. As and when refueling infrastructure expands, they will offer a practical alternative mode of electrified mobility over a fully electric BEV or battery-powered electric vehicles, they stated. Toyota considered hydrogen as a viable alternative to fossil fuels in a wide range of applications including heating, lighting, haulage, public transportation, and heavy industrial, according to a Toyota representative. In addition, they stated that the spectrum of hydrogen applications will broaden, enabling cheaper, more efficient power supply, and that we'll increasingly see hydrogen powering automobiles, buses, trains, and trucks. Similarly, the Fuel Cell and Hydrogen Energy Association stated a similar point of view in an email sent to CNBC on Monday. According to the FCHEA, fuel cell, electric vehicles, and hydrogen energy provided customers with a zero-emission option that delivered the performance they expected with no disruption to their daily routines, long range, quick refueling, and the ability to scale to larger platforms without adding prohibitively heavy and large weight and size. Following that, the FCHEA stated that there was a significant opportunity for fuel cell electric vehicles and for fuel cell powered material handling trucks to enter the market. A considerable opportunity exists for medium and heavy-duty delivery vans, trucks, buses, trains, and planes, according to the report, due to the restriction of battery weight and recharging for long-haul trucking. The idea of employing hydrogen fuel cells in larger cars is being researched by a wide range of firms as governments around the world work to establish low and zero-emission transportation systems. When asked about the dispute between battery electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel cells, the CEO of Daimler Trucks responded positively. Martin Daum argued that maintaining a sense of balance was essential. The decision to deploy two technologies was made because both make sense, he explained, going on to illustrate how different technologies would be useful in certain contexts. According to Daum, if you're doing city deliveries where you need smaller quantities of energy in there and you can charge overnight at a depot, then it's almost probably going to be battery electric. However, when you're on the road, when you're driving from Stockholm to Barcelona, you need something that can move you efficiently and that can refill you more efficiently, and that is ultimately H2. The decision has not been made, but I believe it would be extremely risky for a corporation our size to rely on a single technology. If green hydrogen can overcome the obstacles that stand in its way, it might be able to assist us in reducing our carbon footprint. Daum's remarks on fuel cells allude to the possibility that they might one day find a place in heavier modes of transportation that travel great distances, convey freight, and in some situations, ferry people from one location to another. Both Musk and Dees have shown to be correct to a great extent. Hydrogen vehicles account for just a tiny percentage of the market, and that is probably being generous. In actuality, only a handful of hydrogen automobiles have been mass-produced. One example of a hydrogen car that has made it to production is the Toyota Mirai. The Mirai is still on the market for the 2021 model year, and it doesn't appear to be all that horrible on paper. Car and Driver gave it a 7.5 out of 10 ratings, and it appears to be a large, spacious sedan. The Mirai, on the other hand, has several drawbacks, including the fact that it only has 182 horsepower. The Mirai has a starting price of over $50,000. Mirai's hydrogen fuel cell station infrastructure is located in California. It appears that buying a Mirai necessitates the buyer's residency in California. This demonstrates that hydrogen, unlike electricity, cannot be mass-generated and distributed in the same way that electricity can. On the contrary, hydrogen-powered vehicles have the advantage of being able to be refueled in less than 5 minutes. Hydrogen is insufficient, although it formerly held a lot of promise. Many people believed it was the future. Another issue to consider is if hydrogen could have gone further with greater resources invested in it. None of the big players, including Elon Musk, are enthusiastic about developing hydrogen-powered vehicles. As a result, hydrogen automobiles will most likely be perceived as merely an attempt to move away from fossil fuels. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.